right, welcome everyone. This is the Cedar Creek Township Board meeting on Tuesday, February 13 at 6 o'clock p.m. Call the meeting to order. John, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Not today, my voice is pretty well shot.
Oh. All right, Lorena will. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
I apologize for that.
No,
I'll hold a whole bunch.
Thank you. That's all right. We'll catch you another time.
I know you will.
All right. Dave, if you would please call the roll.
Here.
Heather,
Heather has an excused absence this evening.
Linda,
Here.
Dave, present, Brian.
Here.
All right. Thank you very much. Could I please have a motion to approve the agenda as it stands?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second
Any questions or additions? Hearing none, we will approve the agenda as it stands then. You have in front of you 3 sets of minutes, December 12, December 27, and January 16.
I make a motion to accept with one correction. In here, it talks about an audit that should be reviewed.
Which one are you on?
That would be the 9th of January.
I actually would like to pull January 9th minutes if we could. Heather had some additions on January 9th, had some corrections. There was
Okay.
also something left out on January 9th, so if we could save those until next month,
All right.
I would like to save those for the next time. Does anyone have a problem with that?
it. So we approve the first two,
The first two.
your motion, I'll second it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. December 12th and December 27th then are approved as submitted. Thank you. Let me grab the treasurer's report. Heather has asked that I read that for us. The beginning balance is $1,197,954.90. Total revenue is $35,764.72. Total expenditures, $111,646.22, leaving an ending balance of $1,122,073.40. If anyone has any questions for Heather, I would ask that you direct those to her when she returns tomorrow. With that said, I would ask that we place this on file. All right. Disbursements. Dave.
Not a whole lot out of the ordinary, we paid off our fire millages for the fire contracts for Holton and Muskegon Charter. Other than that, just basic monthly bills.
Okay, I noticed that in the report, so thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Dave? Could I have a motion to pay the,
I make a motion that we pay the remaining bills for the month.
all right?
All in favor? Aye.
Aye. All right, motion carries. Thank you. Dave, correspondence.
Nothing unusual.
I did not have anything either. Thank you. you have in your packet also the building department report, which you've all had an opportunity to go over. Cheryl prepared this for us. Thank you, Cheryl. Does anyone have any questions for Cheryl? Another good year for us.
Real good year.
Yes, yes, another busy year for Cedar Creek Township.
Well, I have a question,
Yeah,
kind of off topic, but have there been some personnel changes on this committee, on the building committee, or
I beg your pardon?
has there been personnel changes or reassignments?
Cheryl does all our building. I'm not
Well,
following.
she's deputy supervisor, right? She's preparing these on behalf of the building department.
Cheryl is our building secretary. She's always been the building secretary.
On top of this, on top of deputy supervisor?
Cheryl has been realigned to be the building secretary. Building, I don't know her official
Well,
title.
is that creating a new position?
She's always been that.
I know that, but it's a position now in the building department. What about the deputy supervisor?
I don't have one.
So you're gonna forfeit that,
Yeah.
all right?
Does anyone else have any questions for Cheryl?
Nope. I know.
Nope.
Thank you, Cheryl. This is an excellent report. All right. Next up is our pavilion rental agreement. And you'll notice in the notes that I prepared for you we convened the Parks and
Public comment.
Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped over that. Forgive me. Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
Public comment agenda items only. Does anyone have any questions regarding the agenda? And you should all, I think we made enough copies for everyone here for the public. Does anyone have any questions regarding the agenda? Going twice? Okay, all right. The pavilion rental agreement. We convened the members of the Parks and Rec Committee, and it was, we had lengthy discussion with the committee about what did we all feel about what would be the best for the rental agreement. Should we not? Should we charge for this? Should we not have any fee? Heather prepared a lengthy document. What were other townships doing? Some were charging. Ron Arts had worked for the city of Muskegon, so he's well versed in what they charge. We've done some investigation with them, and ultimately the discussion boiled down to we felt that we should do a lesser charge for the members of the township and a greater charge for those who choose to rent the pavilion if they live outside of the township. The fee that the Parks and Rec Committee came up with was $30 for members of the township and $50 for those who are outside of the township. And again, this was a lengthy discussion. So, with that said, I would need a motion so we can discuss this as a
I'll make
member
a
of the
motion.
board.
A second.
All right. it is open for discussion at this point then.
Do we have a copy of the final draft on that?
No, that was just, we're
Okay.
discussing at this point just
Okay.
whether we go ahead and charge.
Well,
Well, my position hasn't changed, you know, I think we should not charge for our community residents. Outsiders, fine, but not our own residents. Why don't we charge them?
Okay,
I agree with you there. You know, but we do need to get a deposit,
Right. Deposit
cover-
once it's over.
because you don't know what could happen. But
Right.
for our residents, I'd just soon, you know, let it be free and they gotta pay a deposit, and then the outsiders as well.
the Parks and Rec Committee, actually, Andy's a member of the committee. Andy did bring that up, and that was part of the document that Heather prepared. And, there was not damage that the people were doing. So part of the issue that was being discussed at the Parks and Rec Committee was that's quite a hassle in terms of holding the check, people getting upset for holding the check, not, you know, are you going to get, they're going to perhaps get angry if you hold the check. What if a check is lost? Do we cash a check and then return a check? And it was the issue of the internal, perhaps, I don't want to say difficulty, but what's the word I'm looking for, Cindy? The internal processes that aren't in place, that we would have to put in place, and the BSNA issues that we'd have to come up with, and that we need to deal with. The Parks and Rec Committee decided that it would perhaps be better to look down the road at a later date and see how it goes first. Maybe a year down the road, and see what kind of reception we're getting, what kind of damage we're getting, if any. And if we are getting damage, then institute a damage deposit fee.
All they'd have to do is just take the check and put it down in the safe until the weekend's over and then give it back to them.
Well, they had that discussion, Dave, that's what I just said. They were.
You said they wouldn't cash a check, they just put it there and
No.
give it back when it's cleaned up.
What part of that discussion was people, not everyone would be comfortable just handing over a check and letting it
Deposit.
sit.
It's a deposit. I'd rather give them money for deposit than I would for rental. Here's a check, give it to me back when it's cleaned up.
Okay, and other people, and I'm personally of the mindset that we need to look at the pavilion and look at the longevity of this, look at the long-term value of it, and this isn't a free thing. While it is, none of this is free.
We can say that about the ball fields or the playground. It's a glorified roof. It'll last 50 years, no problem.
Well,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it is.
We'll be gone.
So
Yeah,
we don't need
but
a
it
sinking
is,
fund to
but
replace it.
it is the upkeep too. We are not, it's not that I disagree with you, Dave. I don't disagree with you. I am looking at, I truly don't disagree with you in that respect. I would love to, we do a lot here at Cedar Creek. We do a lot to serve the people of this township. And our goal is to serve as best we can. But we also, I believe, have to look at the long-term goal of how do we best serve the people of the township, and look at what can we do, how can we better prepare this park for the future? And the park is going to have a lot of maintenance costs. And caring for that park is not free.
I'm on the same stance as these two fellows. I've made it clear since the beginning that I believe the pavilion should be free to our residents
Okay?
and charged to outsiders, okay? That pavilion is amazing. The new park is amazing. We've got some great things popping. The clerical side of trying to manage that is gonna be work. The park is work for us. It's part of our duty as, the township to try to provide a good, safe place for people to go to and enjoy. I think it's an amazing thing. As far as the deposit, quite often when you are required, we looked at it. Some do, some don't on deposits. I can go either way on the deposit. I can go, but when you put a deposit down, that also means that you're accepting some responsibility for that facility to a point. Maybe it helps you clean up a little bit better. I mean, we're gonna have to, somebody go out there and see if the area is prepared, then go out and see if the area is cleaned up properly. We're gonna have a lot of maintenance. You're absolutely correct on that. I think it's a great service to provide for our citizens, so that's been my stance, and I like the recommendations from the park committee, and I can go either way on the deposit.
Okay. All right, well, I think we know where this is headed. So with that said, am I hearing that we need to,
Potentially, we should have another.
If you wanna do it for a trial, let's do the first year as a trial, just to see what we have. Then if we have damages out there, then maybe we're gonna have to start charging, but maybe a trial period for this year.
For deposit, you mean,
No,
no deposit?
deposit, I still think we need to do a deposit, but as far as the cost.
or? Well,
Outside
we'll probably
people-
try do it free for a year and then we'll look at it again.
Without a deposit?
No, with a deposit.
Right.
I thought you were talking about do a rental for a year and look at it.
Okay, so we started out with a motion to
Discuss.
this as $30.50. So I will withdraw that motion for $30.50 because it is clear it is not going to go.
I think we have to vote on it. It's been made and seconded, so I think we need to vote.
Oh, she withdraws.
If I withdraw
She
it,
didn't withdraw a motion, it's been approved. It's been made and
we
seconded.
did it to discuss it, so.
Yeah, we made the motion to
It's
discuss
a
it.
discussion. It was the motion to discuss.
But you can't, yeah, we gotta vote on it now. You can't just withdraw it.
You have to vote on whatever you decide to do.
If I
We can make
made the
another
motion
motion.
to withdraw, so all in favor of me withdrawing the motion?
I'll support it.
I'll
Okay.
support that.
Is that, am I correct and I'm able to withdraw that motion?
You made a motion to discuss.
To discuss,
And
I made
an
my
idea
motion
of
to
what they
withdraw
were
my
looking
motion
at,
to
but-
discuss.
Yeah,
The
that was
motion was made to adopt that procedure, it wasn't made to
No,
discuss.
it wasn't.
It was discussed.
You need a second to discuss it.
She
Then you
said-
have to vote on it once you have a second.
She
We
did
had-
say discuss.
I did say
did.
discuss.
She did
But
say
you-
discuss.
Your motion is for the,
Yep, and so
Article, not for the
she
motion.
has the right to withdraw her motion, or
I made a motion
And
to
we
discuss
supported
this.
to withdraw it, now I'll make a motion that,
all right,
I make a motion that we don't charge our residents for the pavilion for the first year.
what about the deposit?
And the
Wait,
deposit, we do
Well,
charge.
are you making a motion to, what about people outside the township?
They gotta pay
What is,
$50.
okay.
plus a deposit or
Yeah,
for the outsiders?
yep.
For both
Yeah.
people inside the township and outside.
Yes.
We need an amount.
$100?
About 50. $100. You're talking about for the
Deposit.
deposit?
Yeah.
It's still quite a bit. I'd go 50.
We can't discuss it until you,
Maybe
Till
we
you
should
make your
table it till
motion.
next time.
yeah, you can't
How about we
discuss.
table it?
No, we can't, because people are wanting to rent it, so we can't,
We haven't got a second.
yeah. So, could I have a motion, Bob?
I already made a
Well,
motion.
make the motion so it's firm.
He made it.
Are you firm
I
on?
make a motion that we don't charge for the first year for our residents. And we charge $50 for non-residents with a $100 deposit.
Okay,
I support.
And the same $100 for the residents?
for
Yes.
deposit,
Our gar-
damage
Our
deposit.
garbage cans are $65 without lids.
Yeah, the garbage can, well, we were able to get garbage cans for free, so,
When we were looking at them, they were $65
Thank you,
without
Cindy,
lids.
for the free garbage cans.
that was Ron.
Oh, it was.
That was Ron.
All right, Ron.
Okay, so we have a motion and a support. Now, it's open for discussion.
We just had discussion.
No, are we going to,
We're gonna
do we
vote.
I think we talked it out.
are we
Let's
ready? Do you have any further discussion on this? Are we in a position to go forward with this, or you wanna discuss?
I am.
I'd do $50 deposit, but 100, they get it back. Fine.
Because you can do a friendly amendment at this point, if you wanna amend it.
I say we vote.
Bob,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Dave, yes. Brian,
Yes.
That was painful. That was, I want everyone to know that was very painful and that one hurt. But for the good of the board, and even though this is when it goes, you do, even when you don't necessarily agree, you do what you feel is best.
Well, we got a great board.
So thank you, everyone. Okay. Next on the agenda is a ballpark agreement. And as I mentioned in our, the note to the board here, we have I had a conversation earlier this year with our PAR Plan, which is our insurance company. And they had asked that we have an agreement with our softball league. And so they sent me a suggested agreement. I then amended that agreement, and then I met with Bill Jeffries after I amended the agreement. And he sat down with him today, asked him to take a look at it, because he knows exactly what the softball league, what equipment they have. He looked at it and he said that he felt this agreement was fine in his mind, that it addressed all of their needs, and from my perspective, it addresses our needs. So,
I make a motion
To discuss?
supporting this agreement.
I'd like to discuss it first.
okay.
Well, we gotta get a
But you have to have a
support.
motion.
Then discuss
You have to have a motion
You make a
first.
motion to discuss it.
We need a support.
Right.
Okay,
So
we
got-
have a motion, and Dave, you're supporting?
Yes,
So
sure.
we can discuss it, okay.
Great.
Well, I guess I'm confused on part of this.
Okay,
The third sentence down says, "Now therefore, in the spirit of community, no fees are assessed for the use of the ball fields." I
Right.
like that, I like that. But then on page 2, it has a fee schedule.
the fee schedule is if they choose to do more with like the league, like they did There's no fee for the actual use of the children's softball league, the actual,
Is this the school league?
the school
That's the
league.
only league you have here?
But, right, but then if they did more in terms of actual coming to us with a tournament and put greater use on the softball league, where there's like maybe a lot of trash and things like that, then we don't have to do this. But Bill looked at this and he thought this was okay.
And we're gonna charge them for practicing too?
Pardon?
We're gonna charge them for practicing?
Yes, for those two, that's item B and C. These are other
Well,
schools
C
coming
says
in.
tournament, but B just says for practice. If they wanna come here and practice, you have to pay $20 an hour or 2 hours.
That would be for tournament practice, that,
Well, maybe we should combine those two, make it sure
Okay.
it's tournament.
Yeah, we need to.
add tournament
we need to
practice,
Tweak the language a little bit, I think,
Yeah.
is it?
do tournament practice there. It does say, except in township children's leagues.
Yeah, it does. The only thing that I seen was that statement that says no fees are set for the use of the ball fields, except for the fountain, so
Okay.
maybe some better verbiage we could put in there,
Okay,
otherwise.
I might be able to put with the exception of.
Yeah,
Okay,
the rest of it looks fine.
all
to
right.
me.
Another question, what's the Colorado Government Immunity Act?
Yeah, I actually printed that out and forgot to bring it out here. It's, and I don't know if that I can explain it, but it is actually to keep you safe and, immune from being sued.
So it's just the one that everybody uses?
Yeah, yeah. I meant to give you each a copy, but I printed it
That's fine.
and it's in there if you want a copy of that. Okay, I will tweak that and then I will, get this ready for their signature. But I will need a motion with these changes then.
I make a motion with the changes.
Sport.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, motion carries. Thank you. Next on the agenda is under recurring business, and it is the Summer Market Craft Fair. And this actually, we just sat as a staff and we thought, at our staff meeting, and we thought, let's, rather than make the board just sit here and all haul out our calendars, at our recent staff meeting, we hauled out our calendars and started looking at dates. And we are suggesting Saturday, August 17, 2024 as the best date for that. And we thought that would be, that's about the same time we did it last year. And we kind of felt that would be a good date.
I'll make a motion.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. All right, we have been working with Brickley DeLong, our auditing firm, for the past 3 years, and it is their standard operating format to do a 3-year proposal. And I have actually been working with Brickley DeLong since as long as I can remember, both in my, in here at Cedar Creek, as well as all the years I worked at Harbor Hospice, so, they are exemplary in the work that they do. I know that Heather also enjoys really working with them.
Yeah.
So I need a motion, if you would, and I explained here in our my memo to you as well. I need a motion, if you
I'll
would
make
like to
that
continue
motion.
working with them.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a support. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Because we're spending money, we probably need a roll call on that.
Do we know what the price is?
Pardon?
Do we know what the
Yeah,
price is?
the price on, the first year actually was, I think I mentioned that in, oops, yeah, it's in here. It is
98.90.
9,890. The following year, it goes up very slightly, 10,380, and then the third year, 10,900.
All right, Bob,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes,
Dave, yes, Brian.
Yes.
okay, motion carries. Thank you. Next on our agenda are our salary resolutions, and this is required. It's we must do this annually. So, we cannot do them in a group, we must do each one of them individually. So, and the first one up is the, you have each of these in your packet as well. So, be it resolved that as of April 1, 2024, the salary of township supervisor shall be as follows: $31,133.38. May I have a motion?
Motion.
Second,
Any discussion?
I just want to say that these are all based on a 3.2% increase, which is the same as what Social Security gave, so that's where the number came from.
All right, because we're spending money, we need a roll call vote on each of these.
Bob,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Dave, yes, Brian.
Yes.
All right, motion carries. Thank you. Next up is the township treasurer. Be it resolved that as April 1, 2024, the salary of township treasurer shall be as follows: $31,133.38.
Make that motion.
Second,
Any discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Bob,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes.
Dave, yes, Brian.
Yes.
All right, any discussion? Roll call. Oh, we did it, sorry. Sorry, I got lost in the. All right, township clerk, be it resolved that as of April 1st, 2024, the salary of township clerk shall be as follows: $31,133.38.
I'll make that motion.
Support.
All right, we have a motion and support. Any discussion? Okay, roll call.
Brian,
Yes.
Dave, yes, Linda,
Yes.
Bob.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries, thank you. All right, now this would be for the two trustees. We don't need to do this separately. Be it resolved that as of April 1, 2024, the salary of township trustees shall be as follows: $5,967.39.
I'll make a motion.
And I will support.
Bob. What do you want to talk about first?
Anybody, any discussion on that? All right, roll call.
Bob.
No.
I know you
Linda,
said-
no. Dave, no. Okay, sorry, guys.
You're out of luck. Yes.
I vote yes.
Yes.
You have to vote yes, Bob.
No, I don't.
Okay, motion
You guys
carries.
do a lot more than we do.
Motion carries. Discussion is ended.
All right.
All right.
That ain't true, I'm working you this year, Mr. Wright.
Gonna have to.
All right, all right, next in your packet will be the salary resolutions. This is a long, long packet tonight. I apologize for making it so long.
Excuse me. The resolution for poverty. That's what you're talking about, right?
Resolution
You
for
were-
poverty exemption.
Right, you were saying salary.
I did,
so-
I said it again, sorry.
I just-
I'm gonna take, my mouth is dry, I'm taking another, a
Martha
drink
will
of
get
water.
real upset if we don't do this correctly.
Mhm.
I'd like to give it away anyways.
Okay, I can swallow now. You have the full packet in your board packet, however, it's the first 2 pages that I asked you to review. So I need a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion on this? Okay, no discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. I would like to point out that the Board of Review takes place on Wednesday, March 13, and Thursday, March 14, from 1:30 to 7:30 p.m. And it's here at the Township Hall. So, thank you for that. And the next item on the agenda is the Cedar Creek Township Fall Festival. We are suggesting Saturday, October 5th, 2024, and we had lengthy discussion on when would be the best time. And if you'll remember last fall, it was the luck of the draw when we held that one. It rained almost all of October, and we just lucked out. It was perfect weather, cold but perfect, but we decided to go with the beginning weekend, that beginning Saturday on October 5th. I need a motion for that one if I could.
Motion.
Second.
Second, I have a motion and a support. Any discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you. All right, next item under new business is the key tracking system. And I know.
I went out and got quotes on it. I just don't, I guess I'm trying to understand how the key situation works here at Township Hall. I know it
We all are.
seems very unorganized.
It is.
And I think that's why I went out and got quotes. But I'm glad Stephanie came, because she might be able to shed some light on our key system. But
It's called the pegboard in my office.
I went out to West Michigan Lock and Door and I got some quotes. And like I said, I don't know who's got keys to what, and I don't know if anybody here knows. But I think for security purposes, we should have a plan in place, and you can't just go out and make a key. Like I said, this system, it says do not copy, and it's a restricted key, and I didn't know it's a felony if you go to have a key made under one of them keys. I just found that out a couple days ago. That
That
it's
stamp right on
felony.
it says do not copy or duplicate.
Right. So I thought it'd be a good idea for us, now, if we wanna do this, that's fine, but if we wanna talk about it, I think we should talk about it, for a while first and see what we really have here. I don't know what we got at the transfer station. I know what we got next door, because we don't have that many keys to that, but that's about the only thing I know we have, So,
Well, it seems like a lot of money to redo all the locks, and I don't know if we have a problem or an issue that's initiated this or what?
Well, we don't know if anybody turned in their keys.
Was it a problem? Had people been
They
sneaking
don't
in
know
here?
the
Or
code
we
when
have,
they come in.
we have the alarm system.
They don't know the code when they come in.
They aren't gonna get by the alarms.
I'm just saying.
Well, for a while there, we weren't using the code. We just started using it again, correct?
We've been using it for quite a while now.
Yeah,
Yeah, but there for quite a while, there wasn't, you know. But-
technically, we need to make a motion to
Yeah, to discuss.
discuss, say, I'd like to make a motion to
I'll make a
initiate a
motion to
key
discuss.
tracking system.
I'll second it.
Okay.
Okay,
right.
now we can,
Haven't talked about it.
Yeah.
all right.
The reason we weren't using the system is it went down. Yeah, and it was not, it was going off in the middle of the night and it was creating havoc, so but it is operational now. We have a new security company. And so it's in use all the time, in use all the time now.
So for everybody in the audience, if he was to come in the door, there's motion sensors in here, correct?
Yes, yeah,
And then within a specific given amount of time, which I don't know what that is,
60 seconds.
60 seconds, you have to put the code in.
yeah.
Or it'll make a heck of a noise.
And
Call the police.
it makes a heck of a noise, the police are called
I
and.
found out a couple times.
Yeah, the police are called and
That
you're,
kid, you like it.
and you have to put that code in.
Oh, yeah, and then you gotta make phone calls.
Or I'm down here in my jammies
When's the
and.
last time the code was changed?
They change it.
Good.
They will change it if they have to.
Once a week, once a month, once a year?
That I don't know.
Okay. So I think this
Excuse me. I'm
discussion
gonna-
came up with Mr. Wright and me as trustees, of who has keys, who can get into the building, when can you get into the building, how do you get into the building, those kind of things. So we wanted to bring it up that, do we think we need to put new locks on it? Do we feel our security system is adequate? If we're changing our code once every 6 months or once a year or whatever, so that's why this was brought up.
Come on, Dave, I know you got something.
No,
You think the system's fine the way it is? Well, you could actually take your key to the hardware and have it made and,
yeah, we still won't get past that motion sensor.
well,
And
you're gonna be, yeah, but
You're gonna come
how
in.
long's it gonna take for somebody to respond?
pretty quick.
You could come in and do a lot of damage real quick. I'm just saying, we gotta have security in this building, you know? And if you don't think we need security, then that's fine.
I guess if.
But I
that's
just
all
thought I
problem,
would,
I didn't have a problem.
I just
There's no
thought I'd
problem.
go out and
Well,
give us some options, you know?
Yeah.
I feel it's a good idea to reset who has all the keys. We have no idea who has them. If we, as a board, feel that the security system is adequate enough, if somebody still has a key and wants to come in and,
and if you wanted to redo the locks on this door here, I mean, that'd be the key ones. I mean, you have to do everything in the whole township.
Yeah.
Just do these here if that's
Yeah.
your concern, you know,
Okay.
and then you know there's few keys there. Everybody doesn't have keys to the front door.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
Stephanie
Well, and I
is,
didn't
Stephanie
tell
is
him
shaking
about,
her
I
head
didn't tell
in
him about
agreement.
that door because of the steps. I
Yeah,
didn't want him to climb
I-
up there and fall
would-
through.
I would buy into that's a good point to
So I
start.
only
Yeah.
talked
Yeah.
about these two doors back here.
I would say that's a good place to start.
Stephanie
With our
is
security
shaking her head in agreement that these doors should.
If you do just this building with the special type of key, and whoever is in charge of that key, cause I had to do this with the credit union.
This company will be in charge.
Okay, then you have to have permission, and there's only certain people
Yep.
that can go in there and have that key made. But I don't think you need it for the whole township, but wherever you have records,
Well, it
you
would
should
be
have
the,
that.
it would be the clerk of the
Yeah.
township that would be authorized to go get keys made, so.
You should have two people, just do it because if something happens, but, yeah, it should be like your clerk and your treasurer, your clerk and your supervisor, whatever, but.
Yeah,
Then those keys can't be remade. I
Right.
don't think you need that security on the transfer station and everything else, because they can just walk in there anyway.
right.
If you're gonna have documents in the pole barn, I would do something like that, because then nobody can make a copy of that key.
Right,
It's a special type of key.
yep.
But I don't think you need it for everything, but I don't disagree with doing it on the building. Because you're right, somebody could have made keys prior.
Mhm.
And I will agree too, that it shouldn't be on a pegboard in that office. It should be on a tracking system that is like an Excel spreadsheet or something that, I mean, that is just a really bad system, just on
It is.
a little
So no.
pen.
So I believe that West Michigan Lock and Door will keep track of how many keys
Right.
and who they
Yeah,
issue
they
to,
keep track of
and
it.
who's authorized to
Yeah.
get copies, so.
I mean, we have, the keys that are in there are predominantly like, well, the generator key is in there, things like that. But those are the keys that are in there. But,
And really, we could put them in the closet in our office, and we do need to get a lock for that door, because technically all those ballots are supposed to be locked up behind the door. So we should get a lock for that door, and we could put a keyboard in there for
well, that makes
keys.
sense.
Well, and it'd be if you start putting records in the pole barn in that room, because
If we're gonna do
that's
this,
gonna
we should
be
do the
another
front doors and the pole
situation where
barn.
you're gonna have to have a special key and the same thing. And only the people that are putting records in there, that department would be the only ones that would have a key to that.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm hearing at this point, but,
I'd make a suggestion that we do this building and the pole barn.
wood.
okay, we
What do you
need a
do
new
with
quote. You need a new quote for that.
Oh,
So-
we got them here.
We
for-
got brand new locks over there, the only 2 keys exist, so why would we wanna do that one?
Because we're gonna go to a controlled system, that only specific people can get them copy, because I could take that key and go give to somebody and we can get in there and we have no security or nothing.
Yeah, there's only
That's what it's
two,
for.
and it would be like 2 doorknobs, well, with the deadbolt, and there'd be,
I thought this was
be
for all
one
the
key
keys.
to fit that, one key for this.
I thought this was for all the keys.
Well, but I think we don't need to do the transfer station if we
No.
think that we're good
Are you
there.
changing that lock too?
Well, I would think so, yeah.
Any door that comes into
But
this building should have.
We
a
gotta
special
inform
key.
him about the steps, cause the steps are kind of a hazard right now. That's why I didn't put it on here, cause I thought maybe he'd come out
Yeah,
here and
gonna-
look at it and.
Yeah, no,
Drop
they're not
down
that bad,
through,
but we're
but
gonna, yeah,
we
we are
can
gonna
add
change
that.
that.
So you
yeah.
wanna do this building and the pole barn?
Yeah,
I second that.
Okay, so.
and it
alright.
won't be the full cost that's on the
No.
back of the sheet,
Good.
so. It'll just be based on what he does.
I think it's money well spent.
Yeah, it's another security, the insurance company
They
I
will
know
love
would
it.
agree
Well,
with
your
will
us.
love it.
insurance company will
Yeah,
love
they
it.
will,
Yes.
the insurance company will agree with us.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah, and if we let them know, that's another thing that we've done, so. All right, so you're saying that it will, based on this quote, it will be less than this?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right,
This quote is based on everything on this page. Well, they're not gonna do the transfer station, and if you looked at transfer station, I think that was like $350 itself for them padlocks. But they're real heavy
I can't
duty.
see any reason to do the transfer station.
I agree.
You do?
I agree, but there's no reason to.
Oh, I'm thinking, okay, I thought you said that you
I agree
thought
with
there
you.
was,
I agree
oh,
with you.
okay.
Well, if it becomes a
Yeah.
problem, then
Yeah.
we could, attack
There's-
it later, but now,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Okay, all right, then, we've discussed this, I need a friendly amendment, I think, to your motion.
I make a motion that we do just this building and the pole
You're,
barn.
you're doing a friendly amendment to your
Yes.
motion.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That doesn't sound very friendly to me.
I don't know if that was friendly.
Yes, it was. It was very friendly.
Okay.
All right, that you would propose adjusting your motion to just do the,
Whatever you said.
All in favor?
the building and the pole barn,
All
all
righty
right?
then.
Not to exceed or to this amount.
Perfect.
All right, all in favor? Oh, we're spending money, we need a roll call.
Bob,
Yes.
Linda,
Yes,
Dave, yes, Brian.
Yes.
motion carries. Thank you, that was painful also.
Man.
Good stuff though.
Insurance company loves you, Bob.
Well, they could give me a better break on mine. I live in a double
The insurance
wide
company
house.
will love us, won't they, Stephanie? All
You might
right,
get a break on your insurance.
yeah, for doing this, we probably will. Lorraine, would you mind addressing the zoning ordinance? Lorraine hasn't been feeling well, so,
This amendment is to remove one sentence basically in the accessory building ordinance that currently allows up to 3 small sheds on a vacant lot. And we're proposing to remove that because I've talked to a couple board members. It's not the intent to have a bunch of vacant parcels with 3 small sheds on them. So it's just to remove that one sentence.
Can they build one shed? Can they build one shed?
No.
No.
This does away with
The
all of them,
the first sentence above that says that you can't have any
what I
accessory
thought.
buildings on a vacant lot.
huh? Yeah, I thought I took care of it,
Yeah, and then you have
but then you gotta,
something contradictory below that.
there was a sentence in there that literally said, oh, by the way, you can build 3 pole buildings, or
Three sheds.
3 sheds on your lot, so,
And you can't do that without having a house built.
Yeah, we discovered it somehow it snuck in there, so. Okay, we need a motion to, this has been reviewed and approved by the planning commission.
I make a motion to support.
I'll second
All right,
it. All in favor?
we need, is there any concern or discussion on this? All right, we need a motion then?
I made the motion and we
Oh, you
have
made the
support.
motion in support? All in favor, sorry.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, a motion carries. Thank you very much, Lorraine. All right, security cameras for the pavilion. And, once again, this went before the Parks and Rec Committee, and it was the recommendation of the Parks and Rec Committee that we consider a security camera for the pavilion. And it is not the intention of to have the security cameras for the time when people are, although while the people are there partying, that wasn't the sole purpose of this. It was during the time that people are not there, when harm could be done, when people aren't around, and we're thinking too, perhaps being able to aim the security cameras at the playground equipment. So that is the recommendation of the Parks and Rec Committee, that we look into the cost. And Dave, were you able to talk with the
Yeah, I did. Did you ever read the book 1984?
George Orwell's 1984? Yeah.
I mean, it feel a lot like that. Yeah, I just got today, and I need to have Brian look at it too, because I don't understand all this
Alright,
stuff.
okay.
But essentially, they'd have to put a whole new system out there, all digital, what we have here is analog and they're not compatible, they couldn't, and the one we have now is discontinued. They can't- So, they have to be totally self-contained out there, they have to put a structure up, they have to heat the structure for all the electronics and stuff. So basically, the quote came in at $3640. But I just asked for his recommendation, that was for 5 cameras,
33,000?
$3,600.
Okay.
$3,640. I guess, you know, with what we're gonna be doing with the building, we'll probably need a new system here. I would suggest putting it off until we do all that and do it as one system then, so you can incorporate it and view them all from here then. But you gotta tell me what that's all about. But I just got it today, so.
Oh, by the way, I'll make a motion. For the discount.
All in favor?
So I guess our main question, my main question would be is, with the new upgraded system, are we able to upgrade it if we do anything with the building here to upgrade our camera
Incorporate.
system in here? Because being new, the technology, you should be able to get another,
Right, right.
just, yeah. I would say that they can. But they may, there's no wires running out to there, so it all have to be wireless. There's no buried cable out there, so
No.
this may be a true standalone only
Yeah.
system. I'd have to spend some more
He had
time on
one
it.
sentence in there which I didn't understand. They talked about some bridge or something to
Mhm.
bring it back in here.
Yeah,
That's
Well-
wireless?
yep.
There's a
So they're gonna
grant,
put a wireless bridge and bring it back in here, and I was gonna say, can we utilize ARPA funds for this?
Well,
Since it's improved
can I
security?
see that just 1/2 second?
I don't think that the cost is out of,
No, not at all.
There's
It
a
should be upgradable. It's actually fair.
there's a grant, Power Plan has a grant that's available through March for up to $5,000.
Okay,
So I just found out a week ago,
great.
so this does not put it out of my ballpark.
Good.
So I would like to say, I could apply for it, and that doesn't mean I'm gonna get it, but it does mean I could apply. And,
I don't think the cost is out of what,
no, it doesn't feel like it to me
No.
either. And once again, the insurance company would say
yes,
yes.
absolutely.
How long would the grant take before you'd find out?
The Power Plane grants aren't that difficult to do.
That's how you
I don't have a problem approving that
So-
right there.
I would entertain a motion to allow me to write the grant.
I make a motion that Linda writes a grant.
I second.
This would cost us nothing. I either get it or I don't.
Right, perfect.
So,
All in favor?
Aye,
aye.
Okay, good.
it's a no-brainer.
right on.
So would you send me this copy?
Yep.
Thank you.
And If
Okay,
you wanna include me in the emails with me,
Okay.
that way I can reach out to him, just ask about
Yard
it.
sale.
yeah, I'm still.
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about applying for the grant, sorry.
I know.
Yeah, yard sale, this is something new, because this is under new business. I think several years ago, we tried a yard sale, and maybe there were 6 people or something. But now that we have more out here in the community park, we really thought that this would be a great opportunity to try to do something like this. So we're spring's a good time to do a yard sale, so we decided on 2 dates, Saturday, April 20th for the first date, and if it rained, we then would opt for May 4th for the rain date.
Well, if it rains both days.
Well, then we're sort of not gonna do a yard sale.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, I have a
Support.
motion and a support. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. right, the next one is on Bob, compressor for the pole barn.
You have two quotes in front of you. One is from Menards and the other one is from Farm and Home. The DeWalt, I like that a little better than this Master Force. And then the second page in there is if you wanted to do like insurance for 1 year or 2 years, but I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs. That's 12 volt. I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs. That's 12 volt. I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs. That's 12 volt. I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs. That's 12 volt. I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs. That's 12 volt. I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs. That's 12 volt. I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs. That's 12 volt. I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs. That's 12 volt. I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs. That's 12 volt. I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs. That's 12 volt. I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs. That's 12 volt. I don't think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But, if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs, that's 12 volt. I think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But, if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs, that's 12 volt. I think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But, if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs, that's 12 volt. I think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. Our luck, we probably need it. No. I'm just kidding. But, if you look at the cost, it's $6.99 for a DeWalt. That's got 200 PSIs, that's 12 volt. I think we need it. I mean, a lot of people buy that insurance but never use it. England or something.
Yeah, he was in New Zealand. He may still be out of the country.
Jeez.
So, but I have emailed him,
Good.
letting him know that we're ready to start discussing that again.
Okay,
So,
thank you.
yeah, so we move, and I did happen to just talk to somebody who has property, who just bought property on Dawson Road, so.
Okay.
To let him know that we're looking at trying to do something there. I said,
Okay.
but it's very, very costly. That,
Well,
but I also said it's a shared road, so.
well, and we can get quotes from other places, McCormick Sands. You know, we just have to have Ken's blessing on it.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I think he overinflated that price. And
well,
I know talking to the supervisors and some of the engineers, they said, wow,
yeah.
they do
He got that quote from someone
half
else.
and three
Ken got
quarter
the
of a
quote
mile
from,
roads they can do cheaper than what they want to do for that one.
Ken
So-
got that quote from someone else, though. It didn't come from Ken. It came from someone else.
Right.
So, all
Somebody
right,
that didn't want it.
yeah.
I got one more thing.
Oh, you do, okay.
I am
Three comments, you
running
never
for
do that.
re-election for trustee of Cedar
You
Creek
can't-
Township.
You can't do
Yes, I am.
Oh.
What are you shaking your head no for?
You can't do that here.
I've done it before.
Okay, all right. Oh, no, all right, okay. Okay. All right,
I just want people to
oh,
know.
okay,
It's
all
your
right,
turn.
okay, all right. Just got the notice today that, from Zach Laring, Commissioner Laring approved our our
Senior mill.
2024 senior millage.
Nice.
And so then Kathy Moore from the director of the Department of Health then emailed me saying, you've been approved. So that we're good to go. Our programs are good on that. So everything that we decided that we are going to do is good, and we're going to start moving forward on those. So the pickleball cart. It's been a really, really busy day. The pickleball court that we decided to work on, we can now begin to get our quotes on those. So we will do that as well. And that is going to be a senior millage split with ARPA funds.
I thought we awarded that already.
Remember last month, we decided we'd split that with ARPA and senior millage funds, but we had to
No,
be
we didn't
approved.
pickleball court. I thought we awarded that to
No.
Ryan.
No, we had to, he didn't have the right credentials for that last time. So we had to redo that,
How about the parking lot?
moving forward. So, we're ready to go. So, and I think that's all I have. Dave,
I got nothing.
you just got a lot of elections.
Good to see you all tonight. Yeah, elections.
Brian,
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. It takes all of us to have a great community like we have now. I say it every time, this board's working very hard behind the scenes. There are a lot of subcommittees that do a lot of work, a lot of dedication. I want to tell everybody thank you for all the hard work they put into that. On that, myself and Bobby Wright are the trustees of the township. And our job is to review, not audit, to review governmental processes, financial processes and processes. And we are cutting our teeth slowly. We came in 3 weeks ago and we went over timesheets. We looked at timesheets, we looked at for signatures, we looked at types, how holidays are paid, how they're filled out, who's signing them. And with that, I had the opportunity to find out what hourly employee works for who their hours of operation are, who is responsible for that individual, and set over that. Then we have a few findings that we found, nothing out of the ordinary, but I'd like to see if we could have a special meeting to discuss those, so we can go over what, I brought my laptop in, I put down some things that we'd found, so I'd just like to have a meeting on it to discuss a few things that we'd seen. And you'll be seeing more of that in the future on processes and, governmental processes especially. Some I truly don't understand. I've gotten some books from David Stammy from how things are to be governed, by how many people you have, who in the township can do what their powers to be are, what their powers to be are not. A lot of great reading, and I think we strive on this board to try to follow those processes the best that we can. And a review process is always very good, so I thought it was a real good start to us going down that path.
and those are the kinds of things that our auditor likes to see happen. That's exactly what the trustees are here for. So kudos to you for doing those kinds of things. Thank you.
And with the pole barns looking fantastic. With our plow truck, we have responsibilities in the township to plow with. We're looking at an inspection sheet for that. The insurance company's asking for, I should have that in hand by the end of the week. Been keeping the truck over there with, a sheet for where it went, why it went, when it got fueled up, the condition of it, same as you would do at the township as a
Pre-trip.
driver. Yep, pre-trip and post-trip.
Check the oil, when the oil needs to be
It was an
changed.
investment to our voters, and we want to try to take care of it the best we can, so that's going to be great. And then, yes, the air compressor for blowing it out and maybe airing up a leaky tire is going to be great, so
Yeah.
exciting things.
I have some things on, from our insurance company as well that are on our March agenda that go right along with
Good.
that,
Good.
so. Okay, anyone else have anything? Now, public. Nancy?
I do. I always do. Do I
That's
go
good.
there, Andy?
Sorry.
You know the drill.
Well, first of all, I want to thank our clerk. I've been ranting and raving about this new election process this year. I'm old school. I'm used to putting my vote in, and it's nobody's business what side I vote on, either Democratic or Republican. This time I have to state that. I wasn't happy about it, but I did it because I'm a deplorable, and I'm just gonna stay strong with it. And I also saw that box out there for the voters to put their votes in. I had a fit about that, so I went right to our clerk, and he promised me, Nancy, every number I will double check. When votes go out of this township, they're right. But I must include, after the votes go out of this township, I'm still gotta wrap my mind around, it's still gonna be safe out there somewhere in the world. But I do thank you, Dave. I thank the township for putting the monitor out there. It's monitored 24/7. I just really feel insecure about it, but I'm feeling better. Thank you, Dave, for taking
Oh, thank you.
my, I know how I get, my husband knows how I
I feel
get.
the same way about it.
But, thank you, guys. And thank you for voting to put security cameras out on the playground and the pavilion. In today's world, we need all that. We do. It's sad for our beautiful little township, but we need that. And I thank you people for voting that in.
Thank you.
That's it. No
All
more
right.
griping, Dave.
Thanks, Nancy.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anyone else? It's really nice to see such a good group here tonight. It's nice to see so many people. So, thank you. Thank you. With that said, could I have a motion to adjourn?
Sport.
Second.